Hi guys, Katy here. Just coming to you from where I was in my last video. If you're not familiar, I'm at a spot where my husband and I frequented a lot and kind of called our spot. And if you didn't see my last video, my name is Kate. And if you don't know me or haven't seen my videos yet, and I just lost my husband 3 months ago. It's actually a couple days to the exact mark of 3 months. So yeah, just wanted to kind of do like a brief update, I guess, even though that sounds weird. Just kind of have like a few notes and things that I actually wanted to kind of base this video on, things that have helped me, I guess, get through this last 3 months, which I don't really know how I have. Definitely, want to focus on those things that actually, how I have survived it, actually how I have been able to somehow get through this past 3 months. So yeah, just, the big one, obviously, a lot of people are going to know that I'm going to say family and close friends. That's a big one. Family and family friends has actually been the biggest support. And I know not a lot of, or I shouldn't say not a lot, some people may not have that support, and that makes me sad for sure, because if I didn't have that, I don't know what I would do. Definitely have felt lonely, even, or, that feeling of like, wanting to obviously be with your partner, your lost loved one, whatever that is to you. If you're watching this and you've lost somebody, you have that longing of wanting to be with that person at all times. It doesn't go away. So the fact that I even have family, people that I feel familiar and close with, and, that feeling is just a really important thing. And I, right away, I'm in long-term recovery for opiate addiction, as well as struggled with other things like that, addiction-wise. And it really helped me a lot to have the family and friends, or family, friends, and family, that kind of thing, close people that have been around you for years and years, that kind of thing, or your chosen family, whatever you want to call it. Those people have been everything. So thank you, if any of you are watching. I love you. And I guess the next one would be staying true to me is a big one. Sorry, I have little notes that I wrote. I always forget stuff, so. But yeah, staying true to me is actually, it sounds cheesy to say it. Like, it sounds like, oh, staying true to you. Obviously, that's important. No, like, me, I'm kind of a people pleaser. And I kind of almost resorted to thinking of others, like, right away. It's hard for me to, like, not do that. So I definitely have had to kind of have that inner voice of, like, instead of the bad inner voice, you have the good inner voice of, like, you need to not be that way, or, you kind of correct yourself in that way. Or I have found that ability somehow to have that voice be like, stop thinking of everyone else. Like, you need to focus on you right now, that kind of thing. And really remembering that has been important for me, because but at first, I wanted to be around people, and that's the thing. That's one of my things, is also trying to be as social as I can, because I know, that's obviously important, when you're grieving. You have to be connected. But there's also that balance. You want to have alone time too, and that's been important. So staying true to what feels right to me has been really important. So just, go with your gut. If you don't, if you're not feeling it, don't do it. That kind of thing. Obviously, you got to kind of force yourself out of your comfort zone some of the time, depending on if you're, person that likes to isolate, or you like to be around people. It depends, that kind of thing. But even staying true to yourself on, like, things that are personal, little things, stupid things, being good about your hygiene and everything. When you're depressed, you don't want to do stuff like, you don't bother with, like, you're like, oh, I'm not going to shower today, or whatever, that kind of feeling. So that kind of thing too is, like, knowing what's in your heart, and, like, knowing, okay, come on, Katy, I gotta do this, that kind of thing. Like, Coaching yourself is really important. So yeah, I guess, and then my 3 N's, I have 3 N's here. Nurture is one of them. I've really found it, like, it's extremely helpful to have, like, my nephew, for one. My nephew is about 2.5 years old, and I'm kind of, like, helping with, raising the little guy, I guess. Not really, but, like, I'm the aunt. It's an important spot, and he loves me, so I try to be around him as much as I can, and I enjoy it so much, and I love that little guy so much. Like, I can't even tell you. It's like feeling like I have my own kid almost, like a little bit of a touch of that feeling. So that's big, nurturing stuff. Really, it feels good to do that. It's like a healing kind of thing, and I've noticed even I have a puppy in my house right now. Or in where I'm living, and we're kind of raising him together. My father-in-law and I are raising the little guy, or little girl, I should say, and she's so cute. We got her like right after my husband passed, so yeah, she's been like so big to my healing process, so big. You could imagine, a little puppy that's been huge. She saved our life recently, and even plants, like, even I got like some really nice plants given to me at the, like, what do you call it, like after the funeral and stuff, and even that week of, and just really nice ones. So I've been kind of like nurturing those. So in that way, it really has been like healing and helpful and grounding as well. Like when you're taking care of the plants, you're dealing with the soil and the watering and all the stuff. You feel like more, it's a feeling like it's hard to describe, but you're more connected, more grounded. You don't feel so like in your phone, or if you're always trying to distract yourself with stuff. Is things you can do that aren't like that don't just like melt your brain and don't give you any nurturing. This is kind of the point, is like the nurturing stuff nurtures you. And the other N, my next N, is nature. And I feel like even, sometimes even if you don't want to, getting out in nature is huge. It's like so important to me. Out here, anywhere. I'll show you at the end if I remember. This is a marsh area, and it's really pretty. Just anywhere, just to sit, or just even, you don't have to do anything big, just getting out. And I'm gonna really not like the winter, I know it, and I'm already like, it's just not something I'm excited about. I'm an introvert. I don't mind being inside. I just don't like it for as long as it is. So my next N is no. Say no, and don't feel bad for missing things. So if you like are so overwhelmed and there's some party or something you've been invited to, and you really have to say I can't come because you're not doing well and you're like, emotional or whatever it is, don't feel bad. Like, it's hard not to feel bad, but just don't, because it's helped me so much to just remember, like, look, this is me. I need to be, healthy to myself. And that's important. Say no, if you have to. Don't feel like you're not doing what you should, or you're not doing something in the right way. Kind of almost relates to stuff like I was going through. I didn't feel like I was crying enough in the very beginning. And I think it was because I was in shock, the first day. And I felt almost guilty about it. And I almost had to remind myself, like, well, whatever I'm feeling is healthy. Like, it's something, it's normal. It's not abnormal to, be in shock or whatever it is. You don't feel guilty for whatever it is you're feeling. That's hugely important, and I have to remind myself of that all the time. This isn't an N one, but those were the 3 N's anyway. My last one was writing, and alone time has been big. So writing in a journal, like I've been journaling a lot more than I normally do. I try to journal normally anyway because it helps me reflect on things in my life. And yeah, it just has helped me a lot. Just process things, and then maybe, if I have to, look back and look at things. And it helps when you're journaling to try not to speak negatively, or, in a way that is like, okay, I feel like this, and don't always be, cheesy, positive, but kind of try to, it's like the law of attraction. If you try to focus on the positive stuff and not hash out the negative stuff, you want to make sure you're also doing that, but maybe try to try to maybe see things in a positive light if you can. But obviously, if you're having a horrible day or whatever, just get it out and vent it all out. That's what the journal's for, if you have a journal. And even writing to, I have a friend I write to, I know that's unheard of these days, but we've been writing for probably 12, 13 years now. We've been friends, and we've not met, but we've been writing and friends for that long. And we talk on the phone and stuff too, but anyway, yeah, so that's been big, writing to her, writing, in my journal. But yeah, I'll keep this short and sweet, but yeah, just wanted to share those things with you guys. Thank you if you made it through to the end, and please like and subscribe if you want, and all that jazz, and comment. Yeah, and if you want to leave something, your experience or something that helped you, that would be awesome. So I will see you in the next one. Peace and light, everybody. Bye.